2 important facts of parental gatekeeping. Deplorable and dangerous, Port and Sava, attorneys at law. Parental gatekeeping can cause the gatekeeping parent to lose custody and sometimes even parental access. It is also destructive to your child. A gatekeeper parent is a term which describes a parent's efforts to control the other parent's access to their children, potentially leading to conflicts and legal battles. At its core, parental gatekeeping affects not just the parents involved, but, most importantly, the well-being of the children caught in between. It can appear in many forms, ranging from protective, where actions are taken to shield the child from real harm, to restrictive, which may involve limiting contact based on perceived or manufactured threats. Frequently, the gatekeeper parent, the custodial parent, will limit or deny access, claiming that the child is either in danger by the non-custodial parent or that the child doesn't want to be with the parent. In legal and psychological terms, a gatekeeping parent doesn't just do one action, but a host of them. There are 2 types of gatekeeping, positive and negative. Facilitative gatekeeping is where one parent actively supports the other's relationship with the child. Then there is restrictive gatekeeping, which might involve undermining or obstructing this relationship. Protective gatekeeping is a subset where the restrictions are based on legitimate concerns about the child's safety or well-being, often justified in cases of abuse or neglect. But a protective gatekeeper can run afoul of the law if they take actions without court approval. This is called self-help, and judges generally do not approve of that. If there is a legitimate concern for the safety of your child, go to court and address those concerns with the judge. The impact of gatekeeping can influence the child's attitude towards the non-custodial parent, potentially leading to parental alienation, a situation where the child aligns with one parent against the other without justifiable reason. A gatekeeping parent can damage their child psychologically. The effects can be deep, affecting the child's emotional security and development. These behaviors are often intensified during stressful transitions such as separation or divorce, where emotions can cloud judgment, leading to actions that might not reflect the best interests of the child. During the divorce or custody battle, it's essential for parents to remain aware of how their actions might be perceived and the potential long-term effects on their children. Professionals, including psychologists and legal experts, stress the importance of maintaining a balanced approach to gatekeeping. Encouraging open communication and cooperation between parents can reduce negative impacts and support a healthier adjustment for the child. In cases where concerns about safety or well-being are genuine, professional intervention might be necessary to ensure that gatekeeping actions are justifiable and in the child's best interests. Research indicates that about 20% of mothers exhibit restrictive gatekeeping behaviors even in intact families, with these actions intensifying post-separation or divorce. This often results from one parent perceiving themselves as the primary caregiver, thus feeling justified in limiting the other's involvement due to concerns over their parenting abilities or out of spite post-divorce. Fathers, on the other hand, might face challenges in adapting to solo parenting, which can be perceived by mothers as incompetence, further fueling restrictive behaviors. Many fathers also accept the false idea that the mother has superior rights and will bow to her wishes and desires rather than standing up to her. The non-gatekeeping parent often experiences significant emotional and psychological distress due to restricted access and involvement with their child. This situation is heightened when the gatekeeping is baseless and intended to alienate the parent from the child. Children, in turn, are at risk of developing emotional and psychological issues due to the lack of balanced parental involvement and exposure to conflict. Studies have shown that children benefit from the social capital provided by having active relationships with both parents, which includes emotional support and guidance from extended family and community members as well. In the realm of family law, parental gatekeeping often intertwines with legal judgments, particularly in cases involving custody disputes. Addressing and mitigating gatekeeping. Understand the legal framework. Consult with a family law attorney. Document and report violations. Maintain accurate records of any violations of court orders related to custody and visitation. Seek professional legal advice. Engage with family law attorneys who emphasize integrity and honesty. Promote positive co-parenting. Encourage open communication and cooperation between parents. Prepare for court interventions. Be ready to take your case to a hearing or trial if necessary. Sometimes, judicial intervention is required to address severe cases of gatekeeping where informal resolutions are ineffective. Role of mental health professionals. Conduct. Thorough assessments. Forensic psychiatrists, psychologists should distinguish between restrictive gatekeeping and protective actions. Offer counseling and mediation. Mental health professionals can provide counseling services to help parents understand the importance of a balanced relationship with their children. Implement parenting coordination programs. These programs are designed to manage high-conflict divorce situations. Educate and train. Provide training for parents on the effects of gatekeeping on children's psychological well-being. Conclusion. Through this examination of parental gatekeeping within the context of child custody, it's evident that the well-being of children hinges on the ability of parents to navigate their roles effectively, whether together or apart. Therefore, those navigating these challenging waters are encouraged to call Port and Sava for a free 15-minute telephone consultation, 5516 352 2999, ensuring that any step taken is in the right direction toward fostering healthier family relationships.